and tarnish Ridley Thomas. And she did, but she ruined herself in the process. Big Mama always said, God don't like ugly, and he ain't fond of cute. Once Neri Martinez's toxic leadership was no more, the council quickly and correctly moved to resolve an injustice born in part by their own rush to judgment and abdication of responsibility in performing due diligence. Their settlement action this week starts the process of restoring honor and trust. In March, Ridley Thomas will finally have his day in court and a chance to restore his good name. For KBLA Talk 1580, I'm Tavis Smiley. We welcome your comments.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
You already know the voice of reason. You already know how I get down. We're going to have an amazing playlist, which is my co-host tonight. And all week long, we've been on fire with the topics. And this Friday, I'm not going to let off the gas. Why would I? Why would I? Man, let me tell you what tonight's topic is. It's a doozy. And let me just thank all of the people who have been sending me topics. I appreciate that. If you want to send a topic to me, all you got to do is email me at vor106@gmail.com. Many of the topics I discuss here have been coming from an inundation of topics flowing into my email account. So tonight's topic is no different. I'm bored is tonight's topic. Going through the motions of a redundant relationship. A deeper look at what makes your relationship common, regular, average, basic, or unique. What makes a relationship unique? What makes a relationship common? Basic. A lot of people don't ask these questions, but I do. Agree or disagree? If you and your partner are happy, content, and satisfied with your relationship, then occasional less than exciting periods are normal and probably not harmful. What aspects of your relationships feel humdrum? I wish we would do this. I wish we would go here. Why don't we do... True or false? A boring relationship is often characterized by a loss of interest, affection, attention. Being comfortable in your relationship is a good thing, but boredom can signify that things need to change. Being bored is totally different than being comfortable. And it's also different than being too comfortable. You got some people that are too comfortable. They need to be a little uncomfortable in a relationship. Is there anything about your relationship that feels totally unique? And I ask this question because you understand the premise of the show. Relationship is spirit work. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. I know a lot of people don't want to accept it. I said it the other day, and I will say it again. Self-work is the work that is supposed to be done in the relationship. Not this tiresome energy that we put into turning our partners into what we think they're supposed to be. Self-work is the work. You hear people say it all the time. You know, marriage is work. You know, a good relationship is work. Relationship is work. You got to show the effort. No, the effort is inward. The effort is inward. And oftentimes we put so much effort into our partner being what we think they should be that we lose sight of the true purpose of being in an actual relationship. True or false? Feeling bored doesn't mean your relationship is doomed. By working together, you can find ways to bring passion and excitement back into your relationship. Spending time together, changing your thoughts, and trying new things are strategies that can help. Can I just really break this down for y'all real quick? It's changing your thoughts. Oh, Lord, when we come forward, I done got the signal. When we come forward, I'm going to the phone lines. You already know the phone lines are open to everybody who has an opinion, who wants to share, who wants to join the discussion. This is not a lecture. This is not a monologue. You are welcome to come in and share your thoughts at 1-800-920-1580. Call in. Let's get the roll call going. The voice of reason shall be on fire tonight.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Bring in the new year with Cat Williams. He's coming to Ontario in the Toyota Arena December 30th. And in Los Angeles in the Microsoft Theater December 31st.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your life. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this life. Them lights. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them.
He's back with an all-new show. It's the award-winning comedian, Cat Williams.
Just so you knew they was lying, they said some next that don't even make mathematical sense. They said there's a chicken wing shortage, but we got plenty thighs.
Cat Williams with his special guests, Mark Curry, Tommy Davidson, Tony Roberts, Daphne Springs, and Pretty Ricky. In Ontario, get tickets at Ticketmaster. In Los Angeles at AXS.com. Bring in the new year with Cat Williams.
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
Central Neighborhood Health Foundation is a full-service network of federally qualified health care centers that serves local communities throughout Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties. CNHF clinics provide low-cost to no-cost, compassionate, comprehensive, quality health care, which includes primary care services for chronic disease and diabetes management, pediatric and women's services, preventive care, vision and dental screenings, COVID-19 testing and vaccines, flu vaccines, behavioral health, HIV, and substance use services. Virtual telehealth visits are available from the comfort of your home with highly qualified physicians and medical professionals. CNHF also provides peer support specialist training and help with housing navigation. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. Your wellness is our priority. Comprehensive care built on trust and respect. For more information, visit cnhfclinics.org or call 213-536-5815 today to locate a clinic near you.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So many things I'm going through, so much that I want to do. It's starting to become so clear to me. Tomorrow ain't really guaranteed. So many days I thought of you. It's about time you knew the truth. Got to act quickly, you and I, and fall in love. So many reasons why. Why don't we? So why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we fall in love? Why don't we fall in love? It's so many reasons. It's the only thing that matters to me. It takes such a load off to let you know that you're the only one I never want to go. Things I never did, now I want to do. A love I never felt, now I feel for you. Why? I just swallow each and every ounce of my pride. Everything you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason. Back in the building on a Friday night. Why don't we fall in love? A Marie classic record. A lot of people believe that that is the forerunner to Beyonce's sound. A lot of people believe that. Got the same producer to produce, what is it? What was the record? Something Crazy in Love? Or what was the name of that record with her and Jay-Z? Is it Crazy in Love or the other record? What was her first record? That's Crazy in Love? Okay, yeah. I should never mimic trumpets. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, you know, my playlist is my co-host. We're here tonight and we're talking about being bored in your relationship. Now, this is going to hurt a lot of people, but I'm going to say it anyway. The person you are today, and I know a lot of people think they change, but people rarely change much. It might change a little bit, but people rarely change much. So typically, the person that claims they've changed typically doesn't change that much. So they're the same person they were in all of the relationships. All you got to do is journal how you are in the relationship. And you'll see maybe some incremental changes, maybe. But for the most part, people are about stimulation. What are you doing? Where are we going? What's cracking? You know, you don't do what you used to do. Most people are focused on things being done in the relationship so they can feel as if they're wanted, cared for, appreciated, approved of. And I've already told people before, all of that stuff is inside work. So if you start doing all of that stuff and you get it off the table as a form of expectation, then what is the relationship? And what you find is relationships that are successful are okay with the boredom, with the monotony. They're okay. It's more about you and I, we good, we're connected, but the relationships that don't have a deep connection are totally rooted in where we going. Where we going? 1-800-920-1580. What are your thoughts on that? True or false? It is important to remember, however, that boredom is not the same thing as being comfortable or too comfortable. True or false? 1-800-920-1580. How do you deal with monotony in relationship? I believe if you're working on yourself, if you're expanding your consciousness, your partner should come to learn a new aspect of you every once in a while. There should be a ripple or a wrinkle in who you are. But when people get old, people settle into their ways. Now, does that mean they become stagnant? And if they become stagnant, does that mean the relationship becomes stagnant? 1-800-920-1580. Call me. What are your thoughts? Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida. Get in here.
Hi, Zoe.
You made it.
Yay.
All right. You've been trying all week, and you finally got through. Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome to the Voice of Reason.
Yay. I'm so glad. I think monotony can be very sexy if you make it sexy.
Sexy monotony? Talk to me more. I'm intrigued.
I think if you have a date night every week, whether it's a movie, whether it's a cooking class, going to the beach, because I'm from Florida, so the beach is always lit, you can make it sexy, as long as you're working on each other. I'm working on me, he's working on him, we're healthy, we're happy, and we have that date night, and it's just we're sending sexy messages and doing what we do. We can make it sexy.
I like it. But doesn't it get old sometimes? Doing the same thing over and over, doesn't it get old?
You're not doing the same thing, though. Every week it can be a movie, it can be dinner, but it can be a cooking class. I don't live in L.A. I can't go to Knott's Berry Farm or whatever, but I'm in Florida, so we can have a picnic at the beach. We can take a cooking class. We can do like a paint and sip thing. You can get your guy to do a lot of things when there's cooking involved.
Yeah, food is really a magical tool for relationships. I agree. Especially good food. Now, if it's nasty, then he might cheat. But I digress. Rut repellent is what Truemonger called it. And a lot of people are in a rut. Because sometimes when you're searching for safety and security, you don't really know you're asking for a rut. Can you talk to me about that?
Well, see, maybe Truemonger just is thinking of it in a different way than I am, because I just think monotony is sexy. You're not. I just like that. If we're not arguing, it's not negative. Every week we're gonna do something. We're working on it. And I'm looking at the positive.
Right.
We're working on it.
We're gonna do something. We're gonna share some time. It's gonna be quality time. We're gonna vibe. I like that.
Yes, we're gonna vibe. Yes.
I like that. Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida. You made it into the Voice of Reason. You already know You're welcome to do it anytime. Call me, 1-800-920-1580. If you want to bring your city into the building, all you got to do is do what Mimi did. Call me, 1-800-920-1580. Let's get Fred on the books. Fred from North Ridge, California.
Hey, what's going on, Zoe? Happy Friday to you.
Yes, sir.
And Mimi has the right idea. I lived in Florida for a while. So, it has a lot of offer because they also have winter in Florida. It gets cold there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, at night, man, You make your little fire pit. I hope Mimi know what I'm talking about. You get your little fire pit together with a bottle of cold wine. You and your woman bottled up on your little bench with your blankets and so forth, looking at the clear blue skies and so forth. Then, you know, in Florida, they're a lot more social. You can go down to the, what they call, I was in Tampa, so it's called Ybor City. It's kind of like New Orleans. With, you know, you go out there with your woman. It's free to get in. You have a nice dinner. You do a little dancing. You do a little karaoke. You can go jet skiing. Basically take walks, bicycling. It's safe to ride a bike in Florida. I mean, it's a variety of things. But if you're talking about L.A., now that's a different story. Okay, well, basically, first of all, it depends on a person's vanity. Do they want to be around people or they don't want to be around people? And here in L.A., it takes a lot of time to get from one place to another. So basically, you have to plan out your little dates. You usually go to the same place over and over. But if you use your imaginations, you can go to Pasadena. You can go over to
you might need a
Santa
pass.
Monica.
You might need a pass to get through Pasadena. Hold on. Don't just mention.
Check this out, Old Town Pasadena.
Old
Hey, now
Town.
check this
Okay.
out.
Old Town. You're fine.
Old Town Pasadena.
Okay,
You don't
cool.
need no pass.
Okay, you cool
You
in
gotta
Old
remember,
Town.
I'm old. Hey, I'm old, so I don't go in the danger zones no more. Okay.
hey,
But
go ahead, Fred.
if you're really interested in keeping your relationship interesting, they can come to your show. Shit. I mean, I'm sorry. They can come to your show. You know, hey, my girl never went to a filming, and it made her like, wow, I never did this before. But there's a million one. They got screenings here in LA. They got plays. They got lounges. I mean, if you're really into that person, and you're gonna make something. You're gonna make something happen.
I agree.
You're
Thank
gonna
you.
make something happen.
I agree, Fred.
All
Thank you,
right,
brother.
so
we appreciate the insight, man. Sean from Oakland, California, get in here. I know Sean about to say something too. Come on, Sean.
Well, hey, brother. Well, I mean, first of all, unique, right, in a relationship. You had mentioned that. That's that question sparked me. First of all, I love your show so much because you are helping people, because you're putting out conversations that really make people think. And I've said this before, but so when you talk about, boredom or one of those things where you're not doing anything or not doing much, it doesn't seem like you're doing much. In my mind, that's called co-regulation.
Come on.
That means together. You all are just together, and you're regulated, and you're relaxed, and no one's demanding nothing from you. No one's wanting something from you. I mean, no one is like, it's just you're trying to reset your minds together. And I think that's great. And regarding uniqueness, the only thing I can say with my relationship is I'm the half glass full guy, right? In my relationship, I'm positive no matter what. And I'm not Pollyanna positive, but I'm like, we can work anything out. And my wife is like a notch down. I don't want to say she's negative because that's not true. I'm saying that she has the glass a little bit half, a little bit empty. And so, I mean, our uniqueness is, when I'm, working through something that we're working through together and it doesn't come out right, what I'm saying is positive. And I could give you a bunch of examples, but it's more so like, hey, I think this will work out if we make this decision regarding, the sprinkler system in our house or whatever, save some water, money, all that kind of stuff. And then, it turns out we don't get a lot of rain for so long and all that. And then she'll say, we need to really do that, and you weren't really right on. She can bust my chops is what I'm saying. That's unique, and I'm not going to take it personally because she's right, and then I can bust her chops for sometimes when I'm, really fired up and positive about something, and we're moving forward, doing our vacation or something like that, and then, she's like, I'm not sure this is going to work out right or whatever, and then everything goes good, and then I can tip my cap. It's really just like you really respect each other's differences, and that's the hardest part. The hardest part is respecting everyone's differences in a relationship, because if you just want it one way, I'm not sure. I'm sure that can work in some circumstances, but I don't think that works all the time. And I that's my 2 cents. And the lady that called in earlier about some things being boring, being sexy. Oh yeah, when you're sitting there without a screen in front of your face, and all
right.
of that. Guess what comes to your mind, though? I mean, maybe we should, get together a little bit now physically, So, that's my 2 cents.
Thank you, Sean. We appreciate you, brother. You already know you got a seat at the table. If you want a seat at the table in this conversation, all you got to do is call me. When I come forward, I'm going to talk about the difference between passionate and compassionate love. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Join the discussion.
Everything you do, I wanna feel again. Ain't no use for us to pretend. Why can't we?
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The White House is offering guidance on COVID-19 vaccines for the holiday season. First Lady Jill Biden said the most important thing Americans can do is to get their updated COVID shot. A former Minneapolis police officer charged in a state case that's linked to the death of George Floyd is being sentenced. J. Alexander Kang was given 3.5 years behind bars for aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter. The state sentence will run at the same time as the federal sentence he's serving. Kang is serving a 3-year federal sentence for violating Floyd's civil rights. A man who survived the mass shooting at a Colorado Springs LGBTQ club is out of the hospital. Staff lined the hallways yesterday applauding Ed Sanders as he was wheeled to the exit to go home. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to announce a can't-miss community event.
It's a celebration.
Welcome home, Mayor-elect Karen Bass.
You gotta be kidding me.
On Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., join KBLA Talk 1580 in Leimert Park at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon for this free public event as we celebrate Mayor-elect Bass's historic victory. There'll be live performances from Brian McKnight, Guapale, Club Nouveau, and more. There'll be food trucks and a diverse array of vendors, along with the attendance and participation from community leaders, elected officials, celebrities, business owners, and other notables. KBLA Talk 1580 will host Mayor-elect Bass on the main stage at 11 a.m. as we reflect on the importance of this moment and what it means for the Black community, women, and all Angelinos who believe in the limitless potential of our amazing city. We look forward to celebrating with Mayor-elect Karen Bass and you, Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon.
It's a celebration.
This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on, come on now.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare for being KBLA Talk 1580's Office of the Week. Into your business today in the KBLA app or KBLA1580.com for the Office of the Week. Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join us in celebrating the season of giving by being part of the solution. As we enjoy great food, family, warmth, and well wishes in whatever our festive tradition may be, we share the beauty of the season by reaching out to the less fortunate. Please help us to help others with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours. Now through December 20th, all of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles, near Vernon Avenue, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. That's 4434 Crenshaw in historic Leimert Park. During the holidays and every day, let's remember, we keep us safe. We keep us warm. We are the safety net, and together we can cover the unsheltered. Get caught up in the spirit of the season, the spirit of love. Make a difference with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Roll Charmin Ultra Strong when you drop in the beat. It cleans with way less effort on your seat. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Charmin flows extra strong from the road. Your butt hella clean while you're sitting on the bowl. Yeah, it's all you need for that bathroom groove. Get you in and out without nothing to prove.
Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I guess I ain't got no reason to mingle round. I found a superwoman that could leap from the truck in a single bound. Mommy, I'm trying to bling you down, so without shades on, can't stare when I bring you round. She put her lips on the then pull us to work her tongue and make me faster than a speeding bullet. Her love stronger than a locomotive, but only for the FABOLOUS. Sing to me, ma.
They can't play no more. I'm here. See me? Got the F on my chest. What up? Girls like me, no. Take a girl like me to get a guy like you to understand. All girls ain't the same. I'm not your average chick, cause they can't do it like this. I've been sent to save your day, and things won't be the same. No,
ladies and brothers, the voice of reason is back in the building. Y'all gonna be upset tonight. I'ma say this. The more internal work you gotta do, I believe the more fearful you are to be alone and to do nothing in your relationships. A lot of people are afraid to do the work. So what happens is they look for passionate relationships. Passionate relationships have feeling of excitement, and there's this sense of moving and doing, and there's this sense of it moves fast, it feels fast. The stages of the relationship arrive fast, but fast isn't always good. For many people, because you see a lot of people out there who move very fast in relationship. You know, you meet one day, you're engaged 3 weeks later. You know the types. Again, emptiness causes you to seek stimulation. To me, that is the passionate relationship. But then there's something different, the compassionate relationship. And that's characterized by people who say, it don't matter where we go, just long as I'm with you. The compassionate relationship, it don't matter what we do, just long as I'm with you. Right? We ain't even really got to do nothing if you don't want to. Have you ever been in a relationship where y'all just enjoyed each other to the degree that, you want to go somewhere? Nah, I'm cool. I don't want to be around all them people. We right here. We are right now. I am saying we are so stimulation addicted that we don't get down to the nitty gritty of what can make a relationship compassionate. We got to first burn off the passion. A lot of people don't want to burn off the passion, I promise you. A lot of people want to, they want to feed the passion, right? This is why a lot of people are sitting around going, how come you're not doing what you used to do? How come you're not doing what you did to get me? Well, again, the relationship is predicated on the acquisition of self-knowledge. Who you are, what you are, how you show up, how you show up in the relationship, and how you show up for yourself while you're in the relationship. Relationships mirror all of that stuff back to you. So most people go for the passionate relationship. Let's go to Jamaica. But on the inside, you're Jafaka. You're not the truth. You think the stimulation will keep the relationship going. I'm telling you, doing and going and to and fro. Let's go do this. Let's go do that gets old just like the same sex positions. Oh. Now sex is always good if you can perform. But sex gets old. Going to the same relationship or going to the same restaurant gets old. Going to the same movie theater gets old. The movie might be different, but the process is the same. And then if you go back and you look at yourself, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this tonight, but if you look at the process of yourself, how much different are you in relationship 37 than you were in relationship 12? If you're virtually the same person, then you're not learning anything. Find that quote from Muhammad Ali when he says the man who is the same after 50 years. I'm going to have Arabia read that quote to y'all. Yes, compassionate love is more profound and much more intimate. It is marked by commitment, trust, and affection. People who have reached this stage of their relationship care deeply and understand one another and support each other. You tend to find a lessening of judgment, a lessening of condescension. You used to be this, and you used to be passion. You want to keep the passion is a fire that can go down to a flicker. That passion got to keep, and if you don't do it, there's somebody else out there who will. What's the quote? Turn our mic on. Let's see.
The man who views the world at 50 the same as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life.
Boom! The man who is in a relationship for 30 years without doing any self-work has wasted the relationship. 1-800-920-1580. Am I going forward? Am I coming forward? Oh, I got time. Many people are in relationship because it's fear-based. I just want to be here because I done spent so much time. Oh, Lord, the time is like minute dollars. I don't want to waste none of the minute dollars. I done put so many minute dollars into this person that if I leave now, I won't recoup any of the minute dollars that I have invested. And that's a lot of people feel that way. I wasted 7 years of my life. What did you learn? You didn't learn nothing because you wasn't looking for you. You were looking for them to provide. Then a lot of people say, oh, provide is money, money. It's not just money. It's stimulation. Provide stimulation so I could feel like, I didn't waste my time by being with you. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, so many people are suffering with boredom in relationship. I know. I know. A lot of people don't want to hear it. Boredom in a relationship can also be caused by other factors beyond this natural shift from passionate to compassionate love. Now, first off, please understand that natural shift from passionate to compassionate love is actually a gift. Because if you can get out of the addiction of passionate love, please listen now. Passionate love is superficial. What are we doing? Where are we going? What's going on? What's happening? Let's continue when you shift out of that into compassionate love, it's let's stay at home. Let's watch the Great Pumpkin Patch together. Let's watch that old 70s, that old 60s Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer's coming on. Let's see Heat Miser in there. Do you understand? It don't really, you're not bound by doing. You've heard me make this distinction before. Passionate love is doing. Compassionate love is being. I want to shift out of the human doing into the human being. That's what love is really about. Now, you can't shift into that space with your partner until you shift into that space with yourself. You must have and you must cultivate and have compassionate love for yourself. And with compassionate love for yourself comes self-empathy. You hear people say self-care. I don't use the word care because care means burden, sorrow, empathy, self-empathy. I empathize with me. When you start cultivating that, you can shift from passionate love into compassionate love for self, and then that can radiate outward into your intimate relationship. When I come forward, you think I won't cook? You think I won't continue to cook? The voice of reason is in the building.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Study reveals barriers to mental health for Black and Latina women in California. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. A poll conducted by Eviteris, sponsored by Black Women Organized for Political Action and Hispanas Organized for Political Equity, found that 77% of some 800 women participants experienced some form of discrimination due to personal characteristic. More than 3 in 5 respondents have had mental health concerns for which they did not seek care. These same women reported often having had negative experiences with providers. 70% of Black women and 54% of Latinas reported racial or ethnic discrimination. Another 59% of Black women and 55% of Latinas report assumptions were made about their income and education levels. 40% of Latinas reported discrimination based on assumptions about their ability to communicate in English, while 28% reported assumptions about their documentation or immigration status. I'm Maisha Cairo, and that's your K-Black Minute News.
Bring in the new year with Ted Williams. He's coming to Ontario in the Toyota Arena December 30th. And in Los Angeles in the Microsoft Theater December 31st.
I don't know what I'm going to do about this light bill. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your
back with an all-new show. It's the award-winning comedian, Cat Williams.
Just so you knew they was lying, they said some next that don't even make mathematical sense. They said there's a chicken wing shortage, but we got plenty thighs.
Cat Williams with his special guests, Mark Curry, Tommy Davidson, Tony Roberts, Daphne Springs, and Pretty Ricky. In Ontario, get tickets at Ticketmaster. In Los Angeles at AXS.com. Bring in the new year with Cat Williams.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is from my number one. This is for my number one. Yeah, this is for my number one.
I can love you better, baby. This is hard to say. I wanna make sure I go about this in the right way. Cause lately I've been busy a lot, and I know you don't feel appreciated and whatnot. I used to tell you that your hair looked fly, kiss you slow and stare in your eyes. Now I talk real foul and slick. Every other sentence is you make me sick. Back in the days I was your #1 pick. Now your heart's half broken and that's hard to fix. I had to dig deep inside myself, cause I can't see you bouncing with somebody else. It's a long journey back to the place we was, when I was too embarrassed to admit I was in love. And you was my good girl that wouldn't give it up. I can't let her self-destruct.
Baby, smile today, cause I've been imagining more ways. I'm gonna love you better. Your friends will see it too, just when you think there's nothing else.
Friday night, the Voice of Reason live on KBLA Talk. You know that playlist is my co-host. Come on, LL, don't do him like that. Ooh. Listen, man, you've heard me say this on numerous occasions. The effort you put into the relationship is meaningless. It's just a performance if you haven't put a concomitant amount of effort into yourself. It's just a performance. It's a shell. This is why I said passionate love represents doing, whereas compassionate love represents being. A lot of people are bored and they feel stuck in relationships because they've got to a point where the doing becomes cliche. Now, come on now. This is why people struggle. I'm talking to a sister in the studio today. I listen to your show all the time, but I ain't gonna call in. No, sir. No, sir, Bob. You ain't gonna get me out there like that. No, but again, we've got to have these discussions if we're going to grow. So here are some reasons why relationships shift into boredom. Number one, you got different interests. I already told you, you guys misinterpreted what equally yoked meant. Many people think equally yoked means, we share the same beliefs and interests and ideas, and that's not equally yoked. Equally yoked is really, yoke comes from the same word. Yoke is the English interpretation of yoga. A lot of people don't know that. Yoga means union, equally unified. What does that mean? It doesn't mean we share the same ideas. It means our spirits are unified. It's spiritually yoked. That's what it is. We are yoked spiritually, not ideologically, because I can date somebody that has totally different ideas and beliefs than me. But if we are unified spiritually, we are spiritually yoked. Somebody said we got to be the same religion in order to be equally yoked. You're an infidel if you're not saved, if you're not covered by the blood. When I come forward, I'm going to keep teaching on why we are bored in our relationships.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you a happy holiday and wants to bless you with one night only. A Wonder Winter's Night presented by Stevie Wonder's House Full of Toys benefit concert. Saturday, December 17th at Microsoft Theater. Download the KBLA Talk 1580.com mobile app to enter to win a pair of tickets. This has been a community call to action brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about. KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stop the violence. Increase the Peace Foundation is a non-profit community-based organization dedicated to fostering peace while mitigating violence in our society. Established in 1993, Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace has provided a wide variety of assistance to thousands of youth, families, and victims of violence over the past 3 decades, including intervention services, conflict and dispute resolution training, grief counseling, and victims advocacy. In addition, the foundation offers an array of classes focused on anger management, domestic violence, parenting, substance abuse, and more. To make a donation or to access services, call 323-445-8620. That's 323-445-8620 or visit www.increasethepeacefoundation.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just blaze. Yeah. Check me out now. Yo, check me out now. Yo. Yeah. Put your hands in the air, everybody.
Wait. Bring it back. That's Arabia.
Hey, yo, I mean, Mac.
That's Arabia singing. Come on, let's go. Come on, the voice of reason.
Check me out now. Yo, check me out now. Yo. Yeah, put your hands in the air, everybody, come on. Where them dogs at? Hey, yo, I'm immaculate, come through masculine. Wide body frame, E-dubs the name. Whoa, in the field of rap, I'm superb, I'm fly. I should be in the sky with birds. I ride 20-inch rims when I lean, yo. Hey, yo, them tins. I know I keep them clean, though. Come through storm the block like El Nino.
The voice of reason.
She goes.
It's Friday. We got to turn up. Legendary Eric Sermon. Man. Woo. I forgot that, but that was the fire back in the day. Eric was on, the name of the record is called React. Eric was on fire for a minute, man. Eric was killing. So let me get back to what I was saying here. You know, differences of opinion, different interests. I believe that spiritually evolved people can have totally different interests and still be locked into each other. I believe when you don't have this, what Abraham Maslow called self-actualization, or what Paramahansa Yogananda called self-realization, or what Siddhartha Gautama Buddha said was moksha, enlightenment. When you don't have all of this, you got to have the same interests. How about that? See, when Listen, when at a certain level of consciousness, you see the oneness of all things. But if you don't have that, you better have the same interest so y'all can connect on something. So guess what? Even within having the same interest, you still have differences of opinion and differences of perspective, and that causes conflict. And in that conflict, there is a potentiality that you may grow apart because y'all don't really see things eye to eye, even though you ascribe to the same belief or the same interest. See, I'm trying to shift you out of passionate love and into compassionate love, where it don't matter if you do or don't, you still love each other fully and totally with your whole being. This is why wounds and trauma has to be reconciled, or what you gonna do is be a spiritual beggar, asking your partner, please deliver, please give, because when you give, it lets me know that I'm loved by you. Woo, when we come forward. Zoe Williams is gonna keep cooking. Don't get it twisted. I can do it by myself.
Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then we laugh. Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then we laugh. Do I gotta go ape or go nutty? I leave your eye like a...
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The White House is offering guidance on COVID-19 vaccines for the